All right, this is Mark Adams with 4Quartersonline.com, and I'm here with newly minted Godby head coach, Coach John Holston. Coach, thank you so much for taking our time out your busy afternoon to join me. Really go ahead and fill me in on what it's been like in the first kind of few hours as the new head coach of the Godby football team.
I mean, it's been a whirlwind. Godby's a historic program in Tallahassee, so a lot of people been reaching out. I got former coaches reaching out to me right now. Coach Lewis at Rickers was my D-line coach in high school. So, that's a mentor of mine. Coach Fuller was the first guy that actually coached up under at Florida State. A lot of guys been reaching out to me, and the community's been outpouring. So, man, to be honest, my phone probably been dead more than it's ever been.
Man, so congratulations on accepting the position. I'm a Godby alum, so it means something to me. So I had to make sure I reached out and met the new head man in charge. Talk to me just a little bit about what it's been like for you in the off season, just the transition. Talk to me about the process. When did you know that you wanted the job? Did you throw your hat in the ring? Give me some dates and how that whole process went to you finally accepting the role.
Coach Jones had notified the school that he was leaving, that he accepted another position. The week before winter break, around the 22nd, actually week before that, the 14th, or around that time. I think a week before winter break, I was notified Coach Jones was leaving, and they told me that they asked me would I be interested in being the interim head coach, and I, of course, agreed. And so that process started that week, the week before winter break. And the whole winter break, I've been working on getting coaches and just going through coaches and actually working on the schedule, started inventory. It's really just been rolling since I was tagged the interim head coach. And so the process, I did have to do the interview for the actual permanent position, but I've been working the whole time. So actually getting named the head coach, it just kind of took a cloud over the top, but I've been rolling ever since.
All right, sounds good. Now, it's a different world out here now. Kids, transferring in, transferring out. What are some of the things that you think make Godby such an attractive kind of job? Because historically, Godby's been able to put out a lot of guys, especially at the next level in college and in a few pros. What do you think makes Godby such a special place?
Godby's just in the heart of Tallahassee. It's a lot. It's surrounded by talent. We have so many kids walk through the hallways, just future football players that don't even know it themselves yet. We had a sophomore that's 6'4", 280, but just got him out there. I mean, the kid run like a deer. Never played football before, been a basketball player. He's gonna play O-line. He'll probably be a Power 5 guy. Godby's just for the people that's from Tallahassee and know the history of Godby and the tradition and just the location. Man, it's a dream job. It's actually a catapult school for real, because at this spot you could do so much, man. They won the state championship in 2013. I think they went back in 2014, but they didn't win it. They got the 2 in 86 and 87. You don't get those type of teams without having a lot of talent around you naturally. So I think we just needed to get the actual pieces in place to make this program roll like it's supposed to.
Okay. What are some of your goals moving in through the off season, going into the summertime, especially, got to get parents back involved in the program. And of course, you got to get the kids to buy in. What are some of your goals moving into the off season?
Right now, the kids, we have a great relationship because I worked there before. So the buy-in part is not really a big stickler right now. The kids, they're excited. They're very excited about the future of the program, the way we're headed. The big thing for the off season for the players, wise, going to be development. Just development, working on make sure these grades are where they're supposed to be at. Right now, we have a pretty good team GPA, but I think it could be higher. So I'm pushing the kids to be better off the field, because if I want to get what I want from on the field, they got to be that type of person off the field also. So that's big right now, development in the off season for the players. I've been talking to parents lately. We're going to try to get this booster club back up and running. The community this whole off season really is going to be just trying to bring it all together. Honestly, just getting the fundraising going. The kid, I'm.
Oh dang! I lost him. Yeah, pause. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead and keep talking through that.
Sorry about it. So Yeah, the kids are excited, so that's probably the least of my concern is the buy-in part. The development is going to be big. Getting the coaches in there on a regular basis. The coaches already started coming in and working with the kids, and we've been doing conditioning, so the kids are getting a rapport with the coaches. That's been great. Just working with the parents and getting it more so in my eyes. I think the big thing is going to be getting the community back in. I know
Mhm.
I grew up in Tallahassee. I went to Rikers, but we knew about Godby, and back then, kids didn't. I know it's a transfer portal era now, but back then, you don't hear about kids leaving their school to go to their rivals.
No, you don't.
I want to bring back that tradition and more so just that pride. And that pride comes with having a pride for your team and actually being invested in what we got. And that's the goal right now, just getting the whole community back into it also.
Okay, Coach, give me a little bit about your coaching background. What are some other stops you've made prior to Godby?
Last year was my first year at Godby. I started off as an assistant head coach at Godby, to help out with Coach Jones. Before that, I was the interim at Gaston after Coach Winters left. But before Coach Winters left, I was the actual defensive coordinator for the first half of the season. And I switched halfway through the season to offensive coordinator to try to get offensive spark. Um, the season before that, I coached at FAMU. I was a graduate assistant. I coached the defensive line, with defensive ends. Actually, Isaiah Lamb was one of my guys I was working with at FAMU the year he had 19 and a half sacks. Before that, I was in Leesburg. I was a defensive coordinator down in Central Florida for a brief stint before FAMU. And I got my actual coaching start, though, in 2019 at Gaston County up under Fuller. I started as a D-line coach and worked my way up through Fuller. Got a few guys in college, a lot of guys in college. Got two of my guys now at Florida State, Daryl Jackson, Josh Farmer. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's where it started at 2019 with Fuller and just kept on working grinding since then.
Okay, so you've been around. You got some seasoning on you. Tell me a little bit about just being able to move the program forward into the future. What are some of your immediate goals? Looking at the schedule from last season, there were some close losses there, a couple of games I know you guys wish you could have back. Talk to me just about what kind of the theme is going to be moving into this year, especially with your guys who are going to be now underneath your wing.
When you rebuild a program, I've read that the first year, you lose big. The second year, you lose close. The third year, you win close, and then after that, you win big. And so right now, I think we've been through our losing big stage. I think I was at Gaston the year. Lincoln put up some numbers on Godby, and it got around the city, and it left a bad taste in everybody's mouth at Godby. And so this last year we worked hard to make the team better. We had some close losses, but I think the discipline that we learned from last year, the actual players returning, and the new coaches coming in with all this experience and high level coaching staff, I think that this year right here is going to be the year to actually win now. Like we went through our losing years and we lost close last year, but we're just going to keep on pushing until we get over this hill now and keep it rolling.
Okay, I know you got to recruit your own campus nowadays, but tell me about who you're excited to have potentially on the roster going into the 2024 season.
Oh man, we got some studs, man. We got some studs. Everybody in Tallahassee right now, they know the name Tylen Vickers, our super sophomore. He's just got ranked a 4-star by On3. Has a few big Power 5 offers from Miami, Florida State, and I've been hearing some rumbling with some other schools supposed to be offering him in the near future. We have another freshman named Jay Simmons, Jamarin Simmons. The kid had 24 catches last year and 6 touchdowns. So that lets you know he's getting a touchdown every 4 catches. That's a problem right there as a freshman.
Yeah.
As a track guy also, he has a bright future. We lost our starting quarterback going into the season. So we started a sophomore, and that sophomore ended up developing into a future phenom. He's 6'2", pushing 6'3", started the whole season last year and went through his lumps as an underclassman playing varsity football. But having that experience to coming back this year, I expect him to be a great leader. He's playing basketball right now, coming out and dunking every game. So he's a super athlete and a hardworking kid. So I'm just ready for him to keep on developing, and I'm excited to see his future. That's the offense. We return our running back. He's going to be a senior this year also. Big Bentley. He plays linebacker also. Real tough-nosed kid, hard worker. The big rebuild right now, I think, on the offense is everybody knows somebody. We lost a lot of O-linemen, but we did, like I told you, we got a sophomore in Hawker Hallway at 6'4", 280 that played basketball his whole life. With the right tough coaching and technique, I can't say that he's going to be a Power 5 player this year, but he's going to definitely help our team out on offense with a lot of other players that's returning also. Defensive-wise, we got a 6'2" sophomore safety that FAMU offered after the spring last year. He's going to be big time this year, going into his junior year. We have another freshman that's playing safety. He's 6'5", played quarterback last year on JV also, can run, throw. He's an athlete. And these are the young guys. We got some senior linebackers coming up. Actually, our strong point on defense is going to be the D-line. And, the game was won and lost in the trenches. So I'm excited to see and work with these senior D linemen that we have coming back next year, too. Big size, speed, hard-working guys.
Man, that sounds exciting. I know when you got a few pieces you can count on, you kind of can build some momentum going into the season. Before I let you go, give me one word to describe what you think this team will be this fall.
Discipline. I could probably I had a lot of words come to my mind, fast, physical, aggressive, all those things. But I think it's gonna start with discipline. These kids are gonna do things the right way, and that starts off the field. I learned from Coach Simmons when I was coaching up under Coach Simmons. One of his favorite lines was, "How you do anything is how you do everything." So I can't expect these kids to be All-Americans on the field if they're not being All-Americans in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I can't expect them to do that in the weight room if they're not doing the classroom. So we're gonna start the right way. We're gonna carry it all the way through.